What's up, motherfuckers?
I think we need one more. Just one more. There we go.
There it is. Holy smokes.
It's a great night.
Indeed.
Look who we have with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Doctor back to the show.
Hello.
Maury. He's very disappointed to be back.
This is my community service
Tough
for my
to get
court
him-
order
yeah,
this week.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was surprisingly tough to get him in here.
Yeah. Especially with these wins.
Yeah, that and your agent giving us
He's
the
a dick. I'm
runaround.
thinking about firing him.
Yeah.
It's a dude.
Yeah.
He listens to the show.
Right. He said you were going to be sailing the 13th through the 40th. And that's when I was like,
He stole my boat.
but there
crashed
isn't
it.
40 days in March. Like that threw me off immediately. And then I realized, this was back in November. And that's when I realized he was full of shit and he was giving us the runaround.
Yeah. No, Steve's gonna be fired probably.
Boo.
Yeah. Boo, Steve.
Yeah, boo, Steve.
Boo,
Boo,
Steve.
manager,
Boo.
Steve.
Liar. Boo.
Yes, I'm so happy you dropped that.
Oh my god.
Come on, Steve.
You done for, buddy.
We're just trying to do our jobs here, guys. Mr. Steve. How are you?
I'm doing well.
How have things been?
I mean, always progressive, involving, and I don't want to place any emotional value on it, but it is progressive.
Like trance?
I believe in it. Yeah, no, it's a little bit more. Let's say like progressive death metal in that sense. Like, there's still polyrhythms. Yeah, thank you. I'll be here all night.
Okay.
No, it's been good though. Definitely always. I believe in the concept of further. So further mentality, further education, further.
Further.
Yeah, that's Caleb's.
Keep
can I
moving
say
forward.
Your mantra.
Sure.
Caleb always says, "Always forward, never back."
Yep.
'It's a
100%.
banger.
It's true.
It's physics.
You can't backpedal.
An object in motion wants to stay in motion.
That's right. That's right.
Fuck sleep.
And don't try and stop it.
Exactly.
Guys, this is free.
I know.
This is a free show. The fuck?
Check out
You
my
made it to the
OnlyFans
show.
though.
Welcome, Accurate.
Oh,
Yeah, I appreciate you guys for having me. How are you
Yeah, dude.
gentlemen doing?
Doing good.
doing great.
Go around the
man.
table, introduce yourself, say your name, and then what you like to do for fun.
My name's Caleb.
Hi, Caleb.
Hi, Kayla. Sorry.
I know.
I was born in Denver, and I like Legos.
Wow.
Dude, same. Oh my god.
Hi, I'm
well.
Dave. And I know sports.
That's true.
Oh, banger.
It's true.
Whoops.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
I think
2
it was
for 1.
placeful. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name's Austin, and I'm addicted to grass. I'll
Is
let
it the
your
chlorophyll or
imagination
the
fill
texture? I'm super curious.
Just gonna leave that one open-ended.
I'm
'cause
asking
you can-
for a friend. I'm sorry.
The big blades, you can pick them, put them between your thumbs.
Yeah, and do the saw blade flute.
Yeah, I'm addicted to sampling grass. What did you guys think I was going with that?
The sampling of grass. Today's episode is on
Sampling grass.
sampling grass.
All the
We actually
things-
did that. Do you guys remember?
We should do a
Yeah, we
grass
did
sampling
it earlier.
episode, though.
Dude, hell yeah.
Oh, we sampled some grass earlier.
Oh, we sampled
for
some grass.
Sure.
I think I told this last show. I was in the backyard with a Zoom handheld recorder, and I was sampling like all the leaves rustling from this gigantic crabapple tree in my backyard.
Oh, dope.
And my mom comes out, and she's like, "What the fuck are you
Oh,
doing?"
yeah,
And I'm
dude.
like, "You don't understand this."
Can you not hear it?
Yeah, no, this is fidelity at its
Yeah.
finest. Yeah.
Yeah, that's with me with my girlfriend all the time. She's like, I never listened to things before I met you.
Yeah,
It's
right.
like, avant-garde, get with the
It is a
times.
pretty cool noise that that thing is making, though, right?
Yeah. Do you
Yes,
hear
it is.
Do you
So
hear
much
the air conditioner?
potentiality.
Right, exactly. It's the most fucking minor random noises.
Yeah.
You're like,
The
no,
gas
this is
metering unit, yeah.
amazing.
Right. Well, it's because it's got a little high-end tick, but if you
Yeah.
listen like around 40 hertz, you can kind of hear the rumble.
It's
all
almost
about
a
them
perfect F
harmonics,
sharp.
man. Yeah,
Yeah,
those
exactly.
overtones. You don't
Those
understand.
overtones.
I'm trying to start up my new Berkeley jazz band.
Do you realize how complex this sound is?
Yeah, no, for real.
You don't make this with a synth.
Right. Yeah, you should definitely take your SM58 straight outside. Take it right out in the backyard.
Yep.
Just make sure
Fired
you're
up
Look
when
on
the
screen.
sprinklers are on.
Yep.
When the fire truck is going by. 100%.
Hydrophobically coat it so it's not prone to water damage.
There you go.
That's right.
Windscreen.
That and
The world is yours of oral
yeah, if you just sample like the highway, that's perfect white noise. Perfect.
Yeah. Start your lo-fi track out.
Yeah, never repeats.
Yeah.
Or a good next meme for somebody having severe road rage.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I put atmosphere shit like that in
Almost every
every
track.
single track.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
And
usually try and find like the weirdest one that'll fit.
I like a good stereo one. If you can get a good stereo one, that's the sauce.
Oh yeah.
If you can't get a good stereo one,
You can make it stereo.
just take one mono one and stick it next to the other one and put them in different spots.
right. Just
Oh,
move
yeah.
them.
It's
slightly.
stereo.
Yeah,
Yep.
boom and now it's stereo. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there was one a couple tracks back where I was trying to find a good bed, and I think it was actually a Mona track, and I found like a beach, but it had like seagulls in the background, and I was like, can I make the seagulls like smash into the floor of it so you hear like the wave as loud as the seagull?
Right.
You know? So I
Right.
just compressed the living shit
Oh,
out of
yeah.
it until it
Stop
was
it.
just this little square and perfect. Just turned it down in the background, like gave you a little bit of like, is that a wave? Is that a bird? But you couldn't really tell. It was underneath all the
It's
beats.
hard to tell without all the dynamics there.
That's right. That's right. And at like negative 45 decibels.
Right, exactly.
Like it's so quiet. Like I think what I did is at the intro I have an uncompressed version kind of come in so you hear like the C and then it gets compressed as the beat comes in and then it
Nice.
just disappears as
Yep.
it drops.
Yep.
But it still has all the juice of it. You probably can't tell it's there, but you can tell if it's not there.
You can
Yep,
definitely tell
yep.
if it's not there.
Mm.
Oh, 100%.
It becomes a fucking sterile bullshit.
A lot of overhanging atmospheric noise that you don't want to deal with in post mix for sure. You should
Yeah.
call that
Oh.
that compressor as it automates it and throwing breadcrumbs into the sea.
Mm.
So they're just basically like
They're getting closer
Can
to
I
the
can I
ground.
do like politically
Of course.
insensitive jokes? Cool. You should call
Send
it
it.
Pearl Harbor.
The Pearl. Well, we thought about one of the first that
I'll see
actually.
myself out. Was good.
No.
I'm just kidding. Thank you.
Yes.
I'll overuse it since we haven't
Yeah,
used
hell
it.
yeah.
honestly falls in line with our other plugins that we're thinking about making. So if we make a compressor, we call it Pearl Harbor. That makes sense. The Pearl Harbor.
Dude, the crusher.
Compressor.
Either it could be a distortion
Jesus.
unit or
Yeah.
a
Or-
compressor.
Jesus.
Or it's just a
Is on
compressor
brand.
with a
so-
color
Yeah.
knob. It's just got a color knob that allows
shit.
you to kind of kamikaze. You know?
Yeah.
It's called the bonsai knob.
my
Hey!
And we're canceled.
I'm a quarter Japanese, so I'm okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
But
Stereotypes exist
our
for a reason.
our other plugin is a clipper, and it's called the Scalper.
Oh my god. Do you have a Trails of Tear knob?
There we go. Nice. That's
Oh,
that's
shit.
the release. But no, the UI is like a white guy,
You got him.
and as you pull the threshold down, it pulls his scalp off higher.
And it's just gruesome.
Yeah, it's
Blood
just-
drips down his face.
Yeah.
Right.
And sprays everywhere.
every time you turn the knob, it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh God, stop! I have a family.
It actually makes a noise.
Yeah.
Just
What is
totally breaks the
noise?
reason for having
you
the
automate
thing in
it.
the
It's
first
just in the
place.
back end. Just
It's like
yeah, just gut sounds and shit.
it's like data life sausage factory,
Right.
just with 1,000 years of cultural insensitivity.
Yeah.
yeah, you definitely need a button to turn on and off the sound effects.
Right,
God.
exactly. Well, I'm a quarter native as well, so
Right on, dude. I'm so sorry.
it's okay.
As a white man, I'm
My
I'm
loss
very
is
sorry.
your gain,
I'm
you
mostly
know?
just European, so It's not my fault. It's my ancestors' fault. But I feel empathy. Yeah, right.
Kind of your fault.
All right. Can I pay you like 20
I mean,
bucks,
I know
or-
you don't remember it.
Give you like $20.
Wow. Reparations.
It is.
Yeah, no, it's
it
the
is
American
nice
way,
that you
right?
can't cancel us. It's impossible to do.
They report us. Nobody gives a shit.
We
Right?
dare you.
Right, Aqua?
Yeah,
the
right.
only person that's listening right now.
So
Looking
far,
at you, bud.
So far,
this episode could blow up.
yeah. It's going to. It's pretty
Speaking of
funny
which-
Oh, let's hope
so
not.
far.
Hey, folks, if you're on
I have money to
YouTube
buy a lawyer right now.
and you like this content that just happened in front of you, consider subscribing. Then you know when this happens.
Or do it. I'm gonna watch to sleep. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna watch to sleep.
Okay.
Oh no, that's for the other live stream.
Okay, I'm sorry. Wait, is this wrong room? Sorry.
Yeah, this is, the door's that way.
All right.
Oh, you're doctor with an E, not the
Yeah,
3.
yeah, exactly.
Oh shit.
No wonder your agent was confused.
Yeah, it all makes sense now. Shit.
He's sailing.
I was wondering why I carried all these gloves in my backpack. They're sterile, at least.
Yeah, but no N95s, I noticed. How much of a doctor can you be?
I'm gonna leave it there. I got too much to say.
That's what I thought.
For sure.
You're like, don't open the floodgates, dude.
Nah, sometimes I save that for the bathroom.
Right. Don't worry, we'll get
Grass.
in it. We'll get in each other in the
Ew.
bathroom.
All right.
Tip of the week.
Tip of the week. This week's tip of the week.
Hey.
Insert randomness.
It's true.
What could that mean?
What could that mean? It could mean a myriad of things.
I think that's the point of randomness, though.
Boom.
Wow.
You look into the void,
Deep.
and the void whispered back, "I don't know."
Use more snares.
Basically, anything.
When you make a tune, if you can get a hold of a random generation thing, then use that thing.
So in Ableton, the LFO tool
Yeah.
has a random.
Setting, yeah. Mode.
Right. And that you can map to, say, if you have a pluck that's like your lead, you can add it to, say it's in Serum and it's on a wavetable. Now you can add a little bit of random to where the wavetable is every time it hits. So every sound is going to be slightly different every single time. And if you compound that throughout your entire track, you'll have a bunch of noise. That sounds beautiful.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That's on the wave generation as well as the rate, correct?
I think so.
I don't
Yes.
remember specifically.
Yeah. I don't remember specifically either because I'm in
For
Bitwig
sure.
now.
Let me call my lawyer real quick.
Better.
Nonetheless, though, I mean, even on that note,
Yeah, it doesn't.
it's a bit. It's cool.
The details are not as important as just.
Nonetheless, though, I think there's a lot of random buttons on.
Yeah.
Grandoy.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
amount of plugins, instruments, whatever.
Yeah. If they don't have a random button, they're fucking up.
Yeah, that's
100%.
bullshit.
That is
It's the
bullshit.
dictation of quality versus
Serum.
It's not even
Yeah.
hard.
he shots at you, Steve Duda.
Duder.
Doo-doo.
Duder. Where's Serum
I'm
2?
just kidding. Serum's pretty good. You should be using Vital. I'm just kidding.
Faceplant.
It's the new wave, man.
Faceplant all
Faceplant.
day.
I think they'll have their amendabilities.
Yeah,
They
even
all have
though
their benefits.
They also have
Faceplant.
tone,
Yep.
Right.
each of them.
Right.
You know?
Do you think there's an analog unit that actually has a random generation button?
By now, I feel like there should
I
be.
feel like it could only be applied to digital because if it were analog, it would have to have motorized, like, potentiometers, faders, all
Right.
that.
It would have to, or, yeah, it'd have to be like, it randomizes the amount of voltage happening.
Right.
But it already, like, one, you can't really do that, and two, it's inherently doing that. It's not
Right.
constant.
I was going
Right.
to say
It's
all
That
analog
is a good point.
synthesizers
Yeah.
are just being random on their
For
own,
sure.
right.
I mean,
which
you
is
can
what we're
control the
trying to
parameters.
achieve
Right.
with adding random
Right.
shit
That's
to
kind of the
things.
point.
Yeah. Effects
Like-
modulation, oscillator modulation.
Slight pitch modulation,
Yep.
Yep.
decay,
Envelopes.
Yep. Attack.
Yep. amounts of things.
Amounts-
ASDR, and that's not here in
Space.
this.
Velocity.
Mars. Glass.
People.
I feel like
Where is the fucking...
if there's gonna
The wow. Yeah, I know. I was just
It's
thinking of
like-
that. No, it's this page for sure, and one of these ones down here somewhere.
there it is.
There it is.
Little
Oh,
Daft
shit.
Punk come through.
We found it.
Scully and
We should
Mulder
move
eat
that
your
over to
heart
this
out.
page because that'd be a banger one.
Yeah, that one's good for any of those moments.
A brilliant concept. Just
If there was a random on like an analog unit, I would assume it's like a hybrid unit. It's one of
right,
those,
like this is what I'm saying, like
some
digital versus analog,
There's probably random LFO
for sure.
on an analog gear of some sort, which is all we're talking about doing in the synthesizer
Right.
world
Right.
too,
just
or the
injecting
digital
randomness
world.
into it.
right. Yeah, you use it like you use an LFO. You just grab random, set the type of randomness you want, apply it to a thing, have it affect it.
Right.
But the problem is with analog is you can't do like 10 of those.
I feel like you can pay a couple friends and just get them drunk and make them fucking.
All right, everybody grab
This
these
is the
knobs.
thing. If anybody breaks it, you're paying for it. But just twist it. Like,
We're just going to
twist a
record
little
for
bit,
20
whatever.
minutes and just twist.
Everybody
some-
just be twisting knobs. That would be a fun party.
That would be a fun party.
They're
That'd
getting
be
paid
cool,
an
that.
experience.
The knob party. Let's go.
actually a
It's a
wonderful
perfect
idea.
idea.
400 knob party.
400 non party.
42-man fouling snob party.
On top of that, it'd be cool if somehow you could have it where you have like a synthesizer and you have all these servos or something hooked up to all the knobs or whatever. You could even
Like
maybe
step
do it
motors and shit like
digitally.
that. That'd be interesting.
Yes, but also you have it where you're live streaming and people in Twitch do commands
That'd
in
be
chat.
cool.
And they're like, turn
Oh.
counterclockwise, envelope 45 degrees or whatever.
Probably-
and then it just
Dude.
does it, and everyone's just typing in chat, and it's just doing a bunch of random shit the whole time.
Could either go really well or really annoying.
Right. Well, you're not listening to
Okay,
it.
cool.
You have it
Let's
muted.
Put it, yeah.
but it's
And you're just
recording.
You
recording
just gotta
for
put
3
it
hours.
outside
Yeah.
of yeah, for
Right,
sure.
right.
Damn, we gotta do that. That's
But
how,
yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Have you guys
But you
seen
could
the
do it
Twitch Plays
digitally.
Pokemon? thing?
Oh, yeah.
It was
I
like
think
exactly
so.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for everyone who doesn't know out there, it's basically Twitch could input commands into the chat, and they were playing a Pokemon game, and you're just receiving like hundreds of commands at once or whatever. So like, I don't remember how many days it took them to beat the game, and it was just pure chaos the entire time. But they
Sure.
actually beat it. They beat the game.
Which Pokemon was it?
The chat, yeah, the chat,
So
Go
funny.
chat.
dude, it was ridiculous too.
What'd you say? Which Pokemon game?
Yeah, I was just wondering. Like,
Oh, I
which
don't
one
know.
it was. Oh, okay.
I would guess one of like the OG ones.
Definitely not yellow.
Did
Yeah, I don't
anybody
know.
even catch a
I'm just
Pikachu
kidding.
though?
I know, right?
Right, they didn't catch anything and just beat it.
Bunch of nerds.
Yeah, we could probably do that digitally though. I don't even know how that would be possible, but that'd be
You
sick.
guys ever heard of Lars Dietrich?
No.
So he's like an engineer, more faceted
Lars.
person, jazz flautist, like Robin Burgundy. Also a jazz saxophone player, but he programs a lot of step motors, those the servo impulse, and he hooks it all through a interface through that goes over to Max, and Max has this program that he's written that has an anime chick that is supposed to be the whole main brains of the operation. It is insane. So he basically has
Anime chick, of
Yeah,
course.
no, for sure. It's cute. You
You
know?
have to. You have to.
Are you able to pull up a video?
Yeah, of course.
So look up Lars Dietrich Lucy. Of course, his name Lucy too. Yeah, Australopithecus called it once his label went back.
exactly. Look, second one, Mr. Beast.
Would you swim with sharks for 100 million?
Only if
100
they eat me. It's called doing me
Suicide by
favors.
beast.
Dad, I'm sorry.
It's like the NASA dolphin experiment. You ever hear about that?
No.
There we
Oh
go.
god, that's for a later time. After
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
after pop,
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh man, it is a very interesting story.
No doubt.
Lucy?
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Dietrich.
This right here?
Yeah, I think it's the first one. What's weird about this too is like his units itself. Like that right one is the drum unit. I don't.
With all the tubes?
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
tubular drum unit. It is
Dude,
insane.
tubular, dude.
Tubular, my dude.
Oh,
Don't get petted,
shit.
brother. You be eating stale codfish. So obviously the monitors are just there for
Right,
aesthetic,
displaying.
but the programming behind the servos and
Well, one, this monitor is sick.
yeah, I know, right?
It's
Like,
sick.
what Goodwill do you shop at,
I mean,
buddy?
this one's pretty dope too, but the side panel,
Yeah.
like, come on.
Yep. He's got a lot of old, like the Panasonic, the
I love that
Sonys,
shit.
Yeah.
He's doing like mechanical. It's like pre-programmed mechanical music.
Yeah, he's just sending MIDI information to servos, basically.
Oh, okay.
Or like mechanical hammer
Yeah,
action
you can like
motors.
hear them ticking.
Yep. No, but again, that tube drum machine is nuts. I haven't been able to find it just yet. I haven't spent a lot of time trying to find it, but I'm very curious about that thing for sure.
Yeah, that's
It
the
could
thing
be
I want
custom.
on my desk.
It could be.
It could be.
A lot of
Sometimes
this feels very custom.
in the back of his videos, he's got like three 3D printers like hooked up, and it's just like, okay, cool, weird flex, but I get it. Like,
right?
you earned it, dude. Like,
You are actually a super nerd. Yes,
yeah,
we
no,
get
for
it.
sure.
Holy
Does your mom
shit.
know you're still in her basement? Or?
Actually, 3D printers would be great for building enclosures
100%.
for like effects units and
Yep.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, most commercial consumer 3D printers only have like a print bed space of like 250, 300 like centimeters, all XYZ. So you'd have to print them in parts and then just epoxy them together, or glue them together. It's totally feasible.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit more of a pain in the ass. I actually printed a soprano ukulele, electric soprano ukulele body with a 3D printer that only did a 200 by XYZ space. And then I decided to get a little bit too drunk one night, and thank you Cleveland it against the ground and broke the neck. I can thank you Cleveland.
Oh,
It's
man.
just like thank you guys.
Did you just commit to it and
Yeah,
just-
I did. I was trying to show how
Holy
strong
shit.
PLAA was.
Oh,
It turns out not stronger than a belligerent Dilla. That shit is strong though. Like as far as pressurized, like irritation, you can run it over
Sure.
with a car. It's not gonna break. But there is a threshold. I just don't know what it looks like in value.
yeah.
Anyway, this guy's nuts. You were talking about server motors, server
Right.
motors. So
Right.
Yeah, that
the
was
potentiality is
fun.
huge. Breadboards and
Right.
motors are cheap.
Yeah, those things. That's a whole universe, though.
Yeah, for sure. It's actually a lot. Yeah, for
I'm like still trying to like
Yeah.
write cool house music.
Right? Like, yeah, I don't need to get into that. Jesus Christ.
I might need to like learn Photoshop first, honestly. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Like
Yeah, that
MS
takes a
Paint
while.
even. Baby steps.
Photoshop's a cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can be.
Yeah. It's a bit of a language.
Boo, Photoshop. Boo.
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 Liar.
Liar.
Sucks. Fuck you, Steve.
Boo, Steve.
Steve Duda? We're shitting on Steve Duda again?
Just any Steve.
No, manager.
Oh.
Sorry if your name's Steve in the chat. You're probably pretty cool, but boo the rest of the Steves. Boo.
Boo any Steve. Except for Minecraft Steve. That guy can chill.
I don't know who Minecraft Steve is, but I'll believe you.
Yeah.
Minecraft Steve. Love that name.
He's very square.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite the square.
He's an OG. Goes way back.
Fucking A.
like fucking round peg in a square hole or something, right?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Something like that.
Triangle piece. Where does this go? The square hole.
That's such a good
Oh, I
that one.
love that shit.
It's so good.
So fucking
Oh, the
funny.
circle. Where does that go? The round or the square hole. It's over and over and over again.
There goes the square hole.
Oh, the rectangle goes in the square hole.
Beautiful metaphor for life. Everything just goes in the
100
square hole.
Right.
It's all about the girth. Hashtag flat girther society.
We were literally having the same conversation about our cinder block the other day. That's great.
Did you say-
Oh yeah,
Not
that's
even
true.
joking.
That's true. We were.
That's the worst part.
We were.
you just said flat girther society.
Yeah. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook,
Flat.
Instagram.
Shout out Doctor with an E.
Doctor with a 3.
Oh, I thought this was Doctor with an E.
I mean, it's spelled 3, but the E is silent at the beginning.
That's why.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's kind of
All makes
Persian,
sense now.
I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. Latin. I don't know what origin.
It's
is.
definitely Latin.
You might have been
Yeah.
confused by the bit earlier. Unless you are a different doctor than even the E doctor.
I am not an actual doctor. Don't call me for medical advice or assistance.
Then what's with the backpack full of gloves?
If you have to ask, it's probably too expensive.
Now you know.
Right.
And they're all
Oh,
extra
I need
small.
one of
That'd be a
those.
good one.
Weirder.
That'd be
Yeah.
a good one.
Just it shows up over the front of the screen.
Oh, a whole.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
the
P-
PSA.
whole
yeah.
button.
The PSA. Now you know with
Rainbow.
the star.
Isn't
yeah.
that from
From
the Education
90s.
Learning Channel? It was like PBS or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, but they would those
I wonder if they have that
Now
thing
you know.
copyrighted.
the
Yeah.
PSAs would happen like randomly across most channels. Like
Looking at you, NPR.
right.
Bunch of fucking hack artists.
And fucking every like normal broadcasting channel, like you could go from 31 to fucking 3 and randomly 2 o'clock in the afternoon, just a random like this has been a PSA. And you're like, what just happened for 2 minutes? We're just talking about smoking drugs and call your local dare.
Make sure you wash your socks.
Right. Hey, we all know you're freaking dumb.
Eggs
Out
are bad
there,
for
okay?
you.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Cook your meat.
Beautiful.
It's a nice
yeah.
jingle, though.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Yeah, we could rip that off. That'd be sick. I'm down.
Yeah, I could figure that
It's
out.
basically our.
Our vibe is ripping shit off.
What is that? What is that TikTok man about? Oh, be a man.
Yeah.
Do this. Be a man.
Beam it. Yeah, exactly.
Like
We
what
just-
era? Like
Ours-
60s or 200 or 2000s, 21st century?
What do you mean?
Oh,
Like the 1960s man versus the 2000s.
Oh.
What
He's
kind
more.
of man are you trying
He's
to
the
be?
1960s. He's
Yeah.
talking
No, for
1960s.
sure. Okay,
he's
cool.
talking
Yeah,
1960s,
yeah.
man.
Wife
Yeah.
has a martini, listens to the dude's day. It doesn't matter if he shows up late
Right.
for dinner, et
Right.
cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. They're
Um,
good TikToks. I'll show you later.
Yeah,
For
they're,
sure.
they're quality.
Hold
But
you to it. Or not, I don't know. There's no promise.
yeah,
pretty easy.
what we need to do is figure out. I need to get like. Actually, it might be good to invest in a Stream Deck. Just have that bad boy here, because then it's that, but it's visuals.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I can launch like fun random.
And chat can activate some
Yeah,
here and there.
yeah. We could have those just.
Actually, no,
randomly
that's a
activated.
terrible idea. That goes so bad.
It's like when anybody enables the fart noise within the
yeah.
the bits
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're just like, all right, I have
Is
to
that
turn this
possible
off
currently?
now. Sorry. Yeah.
I'll see
yeah.
you guys next Tuesday.
I know, right? God damn it.
I'll see it coming.
But no, yeah, that would be fun.
Oh yeah. And the Stream Deck,
True.
does that operate off like a custom network or?
I don't know. It would basically run USB to the computer, and then it's got its own proprietary software that runs macros. Basically,
Right on.
that's all it does. It's just a glorified macro machine.
Yeah. But
You
it
know,
looks
Aren't we all?
I technically have a little numpad that could do the exact same thing, but Stream Deck has like little pictures. So
Oh, okay. I see
it's like
yeah.
a fun LED screen in each button.
Well, like the new MacBook Pros, they have those.
Right.
those yeah.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's just more fun, and it's probably
Oh,
more
yeah.
expensive, and I like spending
Fuck it.
money.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
You worth
So,
it.
Gear.
yeah, gear
Gear
is
is
fun.
always worth buying.
Oh
Hey.
man.
Gear is always worth buying.
Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah.
of gear, apparently
Buy the
Accuate.
gear.
Buy the gear.
It's not
Accuate
the
was-
artist, it's the gear.
Never question.
Yeah.
You're doing more questioning than buying gear.
Yeah.
Go
Uh,
broke.
I
Buy
don't care
gear.
how much debt you incur. Buy the gear. We're all
Mr.
doing it.
Accuate apparently got himself an electric bass.
Wow.
Oh, speaking of gear,
What
He was-
what type?
sure.
I don't
An
know.
electric
he,
stand-up bass?
He said he was going to buy Faceplant, and then he decided to get a bass because he doesn't have any kind of
No,
instrument.
it's
feel like that's
actually
a
one of
pretty
those
fair
fish that
back
goes
and
on the
forth,
wall that talks to you.
Electric bass.
Hello, my baby.
Caleb.
Hello.
Shut up! It goes off at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and you just sleep.
Why did I buy this? I thought I was gonna be inspired.
We had one of those. We had one of those in the hallway. So you'd like walk from the kitchen. There would be my sister's room, and then you walk down the hallway. There's the bathroom, and then my room and my parents' room. And so one night I went up to use the bathroom and I switched it back onto motion, of course. And so I noticed when my mom woke up because she freaked the fuck out because she walked down the hallway. Just fucking fish in her face.
Do you remember what song it sings?
Billy Bass.
Is it "Take Me to the River"?
There's that one.
Wash me, yeah.
Yeah. There's that one, and there's one more.
I think it sings Bangarang by Skrillex, right? That's the OG version.
Oh
my God!
That's why that's why your mom woke
No.
up like
Oh,
a
wait, no,
Korean
that's
fucking PTSD ridden
Yeah.
veteran.
It actually
whatever.
plays. It plays "Power Outage" by the Whittler.
Oh my god.
Oh my God! The power was out.
But no,
Shout out Wither.
shout out Accurate for getting a bass. That's a tough call. I get that.
Mm.
It is nice having an electric bass.
We definitely really like to know the juice, the statistics.
To give it the statistic.
Right? Yeah. What kind of bass is it?
Is it
And-
stand-up, double, electric,
Yeah, give us the
passive,
deets.
acoustic?
I mean, it could be a
6-string, 5-string, 4-string. Rickenbacker, Scarabee.
I think he's talking
no
about an
fret.
actual bass.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Analog,
Let us know
old
what
man.
bass that is. I definitely, out of all the instruments,
Right. What is the instrument you should get?
I think bass is probably like,
Keyboard.
that's
Yeah, I would argue piano too,
yes, but you can get like a MIDI keyboard for like $60.
for sure.
That's like a little different than like a physical. Like the MIDI
Yeah.
keyboard's not going to do anything on its own.
I think that's a matter of building calluses up and actually doing the
Sure.
dictation of physicality versus actually learning and having a reference full scale.
I think bass has reference full scale.
100%.
It's just set up
like
differently.
string instruments they kind of redundantly
Correct.
tuned by like fourth, fifth intervals down the line. When you have a keyboard, it's just a good reference. Like all
Especially
the education I've had, there's
to DAW,
better
Yes.
than piano.
because every DAW has a piano roll.
Exactly.
So it's
Yeah.
going to translate easier for
Exactly.
sure. But if you already have a piano and you have any kind of like stringed instrument experience and you're wanting to like inject that into your music, bass I would say is going to be
Get both.
the best.
Yeah.
Because guitar, it's like immediately you're like guitar on the song.
Yeah.
And then you get a
You know?
girlfriend who leaves you in 3 months.
Right.
After playing
Where
gigs.
bass, you can quit every band.
Yeah, you just don't get a girlfriend at all. You don't have to go through this.
Right.
So I'm just kidding. Thank you.
Have you guys seen the guitar MIDI controller that they have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They don't
it's
even
so
make any
weird.
analog sound. It's just
No.
literally a controller.
Yeah.
And
I want the UE.
I'm
That's what I want.
Yui.
Yeah, it's the saxophone fingering MIDI instrument.
Oh, yeah, the wind instrument.
Yeah, that's
MIDI
the
controller.
one I know the best is a saxophone.
That's
So if I could translate that,
I
oh,
think that would be so sick.
I could make
Yeah, that'd be
so much
cool.
cool shit with that.
play saxophone.
Yeah, I played saxophone since 4th grade.
Yo,
He can
All right, we're
shred.
talking after this.
I'll have to show you one of my saxophones,
Right
the
on.
Black Beauty
What do
Yeah.
you baritone then?
tenor.
Are you talking like a baritone? I'm just kidding.
Talking like baritone.
The Black Beauty is a baritone.
Man,
No, I see what you're doing.
if I had a
It's sunk in the sea, right?
if I had a baritone sax, dude.
Did we just get canceled
Be able to
5
wake up
times
the
in
house.
one episode?
Not only that,
New record.
but
Let's go.
that could be used in electronic music in
100%.
interesting ways without sounding like a saxophone.
Those are set up too for like multiversity,
Yes.
versatile keying between
Yeah.
woodwind and brass,
Mhm.
right? Yeah. Well,
Where
except for
tenor,
trombone, you just stay home.
Alto, and soprano, it always just sounds like a saxophone.
right?
Mm.
Like, 'cause you can't affect your way away from saxophone,
For sure.
which
No, I
is
mean,
my problem why I don't play it in any of my songs.
It's just
'cause
bigger.
You just sound like Grizz.
Yeah, I was just
Every
going to
single
say,
time.
yeah. Just rip off Grizz.
Yeah, and I don't want to
Great
be
value Grizz.
I don't want to be the saxophone guy.
Yeah.
Like I like playing saxophone. I just don't want to be like,
Yeah.
oh, he's the saxophone guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Fuck off.
that's why I like tenor or bass saxophones because it gives that, a little bit more headway. I feel.
Yeah,
Right.
It's like a baritone guitar.
Yeah.
For that same
Exactly.
reason.
Right.
It just is
The harmonics
filling
are
a
crazy.
different space that
Yep.
you're not used to hearing, but with like a familiar kind of thing happening at
Exactly.
the same time.
You know, a small little velociraptor can't shake a cup of water, but a T-Rex can. It's the difference between bass and tenor. Yeah, thank you. Can I get a sheesh in there too? Sure.
A little baby sheep.
Half sheesh. In
Just-
this economy,
just
I'll
a
take it.
Do you guys know the name of that one
Economy.
instrument that looks like a saxophone, but it's like some weird like rubber and it has the doofy little face on it? It makes a really dumb noise.
Yeah, didn't we see those at Micros? center.
Did we?
Yeah, the little. You
Oh,
like
we did.
squeak-
Yeah.
squeak the
Yeah.
bottom.
What are those
Oh,
called?
automatones. I have
Automaton.
one.
Yes.
I've been actually.
Will you look that up, Caleb?
Yeah.
I want to
Sure.
show. I want to. If anyone doesn't know what an automaton is, it's beautiful, and you should sample it right now.
Make sure you get one with an aux output. Cass
Yeah.
actually got me one. You know what Gudetama is?
No.
It's like a Japanese meme where an egg is basically got a personality. There's like pictures of him laying all sexy on a piece of bacon and
What?
shit. Yeah.
It's great.
So she bought me a Gudetama automaton. It doesn't have
A
3/8
good automaton.
Yeah,
Gudetamaton.
Gudetamaton. Exactly.
Nice.
I want to buy a Kirby one, but this one
Yeah.
it doesn't have a 3/8 out. But I think
Oh.
the actual recording of it in itself is pretty worth it.
Nice.
There's
Nice.
videos
Yeah.
of people playing
It's like the mouth
Hallelujah.
opens up when you're playing.
Yeah.
It looks
that's
super
how
dumb.
You have to squeeze it.
This is
Oh.
the
It
embouchure.
doesn't automatically- exactly.
And
It's
you
the
can like
timbre of
squeeze
the
it
inside,
harder
yeah.
for more, more forte.
It actually like ferments a little bit.
There's
Right.
There's a video of
So
some dude
dumb.
playing metal with it too. It is the best thing. It's just
Oh, that's so
But
good.
I mean, the mouth in itself acts kind of like a format quality, and
Yeah,
the touch
Baker.
tone is a little bit hard to play unless you get like a full scale one. The smaller ones,
There's
like the
full-
Gudetama one, yeah, no,
Frank.
there's a bass automaton too. Oh my god, I'm
shit.
tempted to prompt you to look up the bass automaton.
Needs a YouTube.
Thing cost probably around $1.5 grand, $2,000,
Oh.
but he like built
Not
it
worth it.
himself. Yeah, I mean, it could
Baratomaton.
be if I had
If
the
you're
money,
really into 'em.
If I had fucking strip club money,
Yeah,
I
if
would
you had some fuck
totally,
you money.
I would totally 100% buy a bass automaton.
That's fair. I mean, that
They're
totally makes
nuts.
sense after the pillows you sent me today. You just got
Dear Mike,
Low,
beat
mid,
up
high.
it was only like $12.
worth it. Worth
It
it.
was 100% worth it.
You can change the octave on the
Octave
back.
switch.
Yep.
It's funny.
There should be a loud. Yeah, they have a potentiometer on that one. Mine just got like a medium or loud. I mostly just use it to terrorize my kitty right now,
Right.
or play Freebird.
Guys, if we ever start doing sample flips, we just gotta pick shit like this.
Oh my god, what is this? The 1990s? Jesus Christ, computers just got introduced.
What does any of these people have to do with an automaton?
Nothing.
Kind of looks like Snarky Puppy.
Nothing.
It's just that
Look, it works in a real band too.
nobody's playing it.
I know, right? Yeah.
That chick's technique on the
Still.
congas are totally wrong too.
That girl's eating a pickle.
Fucking Rufio over here.
She's playing a pickle.
She's playing a fucking pickle, dude.
Oh my fucking god. What?
This kid's just looking at a camera. What does this have to do with anything?
Oh my
Fucking
god.
just the
Make-
first 4 stock images they found.
The theme of
Play
the day,
favorite
possibilities
songs.
are
Give as they
limitless,
gift.
dude.
Learn music. This makes no sense.
Play with your avant-garde, jazz band that some chick plays a pickle in.
Yeah.
You're making
It's like an
mathematical rock.
algorithm picture that
This is
grabs
better.
all the things you need
is
or
better.
something.
Wah effect. See, this guy looks like he knows what he's talking about.
It
Denim
looks like the
zip
dude
up.
from Harold and Kumar.
Kind of.
Also Cowboy Bebop live action.
Mhm. Did you
Slide
watch
technique.
that?
Oh yeah.
Is it any good?
It's.
Slide technique.
I wanted to hate it at first. I was making the joke Harold and Kumar go to space.
Wait, you Cowboy Bebop?
They made a live action version.
Oh, I
it's-
know.
It's actually it gets better towards the end.
Okay.
100%.
Really?
The
I'll
first half
definitely
is
give
a
it a
little
try.
bit of just like, oh god, here we go again, live action anime. Like, thank you, M. Night Shyamalan, for giving me post traumatic stress. It's like
M.
with
Night
Avatar,
Shyamalan.
Shababylon. The dad I always wanted.
Right.
Nonetheless, though, you should look up if you can. Oh, never mind.
We can go back.
Look up automaton metal.
See, this is why we bring you on the show.
Oh man, you got like a 3-4 hour show. Or?
This is your old band, right?
Yeah. This was a side project after my.
Of course.
my
That
pop- my
angry
pop band.
eyebrows.
They don't add him until later on when he actually has to scream.
Rob Scallion.
Oh, Rob is the best.
It's like Rap Scallion, but Rob Scallion.
Oh, it's automaton.
He's basically the white metal version of Andrew Huang.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what he
That's
is.
a really good way of putting it. I
And
never thought about it.
because he's
like
also Canadian, and he hangs out with Andrew Huang and that whole crew.
that. Is Andrew Huang Canadian?
Uh-huh.
No shit.
But what's cool about Rob, he has another video Actually, he has a couple videos that are absolutely amazing. But one video that's really good is they're playing metal in binary. So they'll message each other 10001001001001, but they're playing
Kind
it
of like a distorted form of Morse code.
right, but they're just playing open E
Dits and dots.
or F as 1 and E as 0. So they just sit there and play it, and then they have Google translate it, and they just have this conversation back and forth. And it's
I wonder
ridiculous.
what Meshuggah bleeds like with all the hair does like translates over in binary.
This is so ridiculous.
It's not melodic in showing the capabilities of an automaton, but it is great.
He always has that fucking beanie on. The fucking 2008 beanie with a brim.
He's probably just like the rest of us, 30 and balding.
Yeah. But he has a bunch of gear.
Yeah, indeed. That's why you bald, so you can pay off your.
Welcome to the Producer Lounge, ladies and gentlemen.
I think this is what you call progressive metal.
This is so cursed.
What's up, guitarist?
This is like, what is the future?
Also, what's up,
man?
Angst? Welcome, baby. As you can see, we're being very productive right now.
100%. The theme of today was randomness, no?
That's true. That's true.
Hey.
To have expectations is going against the grain.
Wow.
Thank you.
That synchronized so much better.
What a wonderful
Holy
audience.
Wait,
This is almost more abrasive than normal metal.
I know, right?
It's the roots, man. This is actually what the Scorpions derived inspiration from.
Oh, he switches the octave.
Yeah. A quick switch.
I feel like I've seen this painting, but it might just be.
It's a Banksy. His real name is Jared.
His real name is Garrett.
Jared. I don't know. You prove me wrong.
Jared Banks.
Oh, we got the solo.
I'm still waiting for him to draw the Sharpie eyebrows on him.
I know. Yeah, where's that?
Here
Oh!
it goes. Oh, their expo marker. He doesn't want to ruin his fidelity on his format.
Yeah.
Automaton. There
Gotta
we
keep
go.
that resale value.
Hell yeah, exactly. Overall quality too. You can't compromise the acoustics.
He tapes it. He tapes it open.
Yes.
That is metal.
Turn it up to 11.
Good
All right. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
about all I can
good.
say. Really. It's great though.
Welcome, folks. If
Yeah.
you're just tuning in now,
You're welcome for that.
Yeah, buy an automaton. They're fun.
We just made you Tuesday.
Scare your cat. Wake up your grandma.
How much?
Entertain yourself. It is literally limitless. My kitty fears the automaton because I make it scream at it. She's like, he runs
God
off. I
damn
don't see
it.
him for like 15 minutes.
How
It's a
much
great
are these?
deterrent. I'm actually thinking about
35
buying that
bucks.
Kirby one.
The
And
Kirby one's
mine and my
sick.
How
card
much is
is
it?
$80.
40?
That one's $39.
Hmm.
Wait, click on it though. Let's see if it's got the aux port because that's what I'm looking for. I think it's like third or second image down on the left. Nope. Sure doesn't.
Nope.
So if you want one with an aux port, it's probably going to cost you around like 70 to 80 bucks.
Yeah, you gotta have the aux port.
It is worth it. I mean, if you got a good sound system, plug it in there, scare your roommates.
Yeah, run it through some guitar pedals.
Exactly. Do some resampling.
Run it
in
through Biome.
some
Honestly, that
reverb
video is a
delay.
little bit of a letdown. They should have had that thing plugged in through some guitar
You know?
pedals.
Yeah.
And, like you're micing it straight up, bro.
I could see him wanting to be like it's
pretty
just
limiting.
the pure tone of the automaton
Right, yeah, I
as
can
the
see that
thing.
too.
But I bet that was a discussion he had. He was like, do we distort it or not?
Right.
We've got to
you
distort it,
should.
right? Yeah, you
Replace
should.
the speaker.
But then it would probably just start sounding good.
I know, right?
Right. I wonder what it.
You can't go showing off now. You're gonna set
Right.
the standard
I wonder
too
what.
high.
I wonder what the wavetable is basically. Like,
Oh
what's-
man, that's probably pretty close to noise.
Right.
But with
it's-
the format,
yeah, it's
obviously,
got to
pretty
have some kind of
modulative.
Interesting.
If you just kept it closed, it would just
Or just rip it off and just keep it wide open. What is?
rip its lips in.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's just like the pure. Oh God, Kirby!
So I just want to know what's what makes
Never
you tick.
stop screaming.
You use the scalpel on it. Oh wait, no, what is it? What scalpel? No,
Scapula.
scapulate. What was our plugin?
Scapula.
Decap.
Decapitator.
The scalper?
No,
scalper.
The scalper.
The scalper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scalper clipper.
We just scalper
by OS
Kirby.
400. Yeah, good. He eats things. He eats like other people.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a
He's a
terrible
monster.
person.
Yeah.
I mean, at that same regard, they should have a Jeffy Dahmer automaton.
100%.
I mean, it's just
Frozen
untapped
femurs
market.
in the fridge.
I'm
Jeffrey
gonna be
Dahmer.
I'm gonna be Google I'm gonna be Googling this to make sure none of you steal my idea.
Right. They have
I'll
a whole
expect my
line.
royalty checks in the mail.
Okay, all right.
Maybe
Consider
like
this video your copyright.
yeah.
We'll find you.
Patent
Liam
pending.
Neeson. You're my daughter.
I have a specific set of skills. A very specific set of skills.
Here's my resume.
The harmony.
I started in customer service.
And then I moved on to a dairy manager at Safeway.
Wow.
I really learned a lot there.
Oh shit. Look at him.
And then now we're
being
just
a dairy manager is
podcasters.
pretty tight.
We make music.
It's true. We just sit here and make bangers. Make bangers.
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 Sometimes they're even banging.
And we try
It's
and
after
tell
hours.
people
Yeah.
Or in the bathroom.
to put more
No
randomness in their
cocaine.
songs.
Indeed.
But then we get distracted by automatons.
I mean,
Yep.
it's randomness.
I feel like we proved
You're
the
not
point of randomness
It's
today.
it's the beautiful volition. Like, you try to control randomness, you're literally doing the antithesis of randomness.
Yeah. But Dylan, what is true randomness?
I don't know.
Yeah, same.
I think that's the best description as any.
Yeah.
I mean, it's indescribable, unlabelable.
True
it's
randomness
anomalies.
sometimes is not very random at all.
Indeed. I mean, pseudosciences wouldn't
Yeah.
exist if.
It's not random when you hear it twice.
Exactly.
Mm.
I mean, that's consistency, but it still is it consistent.
I guess he's right.
Yeah, there are consistencies within randomness.
Indeed.
Feet doctor says soup RT.
Feet.
He wants to see your
it's
feet.
The
What?
opposite.
All right.
It was the opposite of what you just said.
Put up your
Soup
number.
RT.
I'll DM you some feet
RT
pics.
says
Yeah, I said
got some
feet
ready to go,
doctor
dude.
says soup RT.
right. I know.
Yeah. I like.
What are you talking about?
Is his name's Soomp?
Yeah.
RT, and he says feet doctor.
Yeah, so I said feet doctor
Says-
says soup
Oh,
RT.
Are you
I was missing the comma
The pause.
placement.
Yeah, there's a pause in there.
Right. I got.
Oh.
Come on, guys. English here. Jesus, criminy.
You fuck with Ben.
So yeah, get
I
your
don't
feet
know.
on the
I'd
table.
say it was the
Oh,
inflection.
I'm so
myself.
like I said, I've already got some ready to go. I can just spoiler alert it for you. I look like I'm ready to carry a ring up to Mordor and toss it in the volcano.
Hey.
I've got the sexiest hobbit feet. In
Actually,
the,
you
west of
literally sent
Mississippi.
me-
Yeah, no, I told you. I threaten people with this shit. Like, it's not an enjoyable experience, but people pay for it.
That's for the Patreon only. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, you can get my link in my bio.
Yeah. Go to Instagram.
Instagram, is it
hit
Pickamadickables?
the
Yeah.
link tree.
I don't know.
And,
You can find
the
his social
OnlyFans is in there. Yeah.
from our
Yeah.
social.
But you better have money because it's not cheap.
Soomp, will you drop a frog? Will you drop a frog emote? Please, because those are the best.
Froggy mode. Welcome to the show here, Soomp. I hope you're doing well. We're just sitting here bullshitting about randomness.
Oh,
Yeah.
What are some other ways you can add randomness besides like LFO randomizer
And automatons.
and automatones?
I feel just
Didgeridoos.
so. There's a technique I've learned in Ableton that you can drag a bunch of samples. I mean, hold the shift button and extend them all out, and just literally compress those down or like halftime them, and then you just have a bunch of samples. Put it through a grain stretcher, put
There
it
you
through
go.
a delay,
There you
something.
go.
Literally,
Yep,
just
yep.
if the more you think about like placement value, sometimes it kind of convolutes it. So if you're in a stuck, inspirational value. If you're in a blockade, just throw some random shit on there.
Right.
What happens
100%.
happens, and record it too. Get it down.
Right. That's my kind of like whole thing. Like if you don't know what to do, put biome on the master. It'll probably
Yep.
inspire you.
Yeah.
You'll probably make a sound that you're like, whoa. But yeah, I've been doing something similar where I'll be making a mud pie, a normal-esque mud pie where I just have a normal synthesizer running into a bunch of effects. Is that a kitty?
No, I'm not gonna make that.
And-
joke, never mind.
Then from there, I'll just take all those plugins, move them onto an audio channel, loop an area, and then I'll just start throwing samples in. Just as it's sitting there looping, playing, I'll just drag samples over each other, just start throwing random shit from the sample library, snares, hi-hat loops, vinyl samples, like I don't care. And it's just all going through like 20 plugins. And you just sit there and resample it all.
You know the group Circuit Bent? They're like a
That sounds
house
familiar.
group from Australia.
Okay.
They like did pretty parallel work with Mr. Bill, Tom Cosm.
Okay.
Makes sense why
Yeah,
I would
100%.
recognize that.
They're pretty underground, low key. I mean, they're in Australia, so I'm sure they're fighting a kangaroo, so they don't get killed by a huntsman spider or some shit like that.
Right.
Nonetheless, though, their technique for just like infinite amount of sounds, it seems, is to click through like effects racks presets and just record it at a barred pace or like an almost self-quantized pace. So it's just like every quarter note you just click through a preset, like next one, and they just record that out in extents. And if there's something, they'll let it play for a little bit longer, but then they go through, cut those samples up, and place them back, rhythmically and creatively wherever they want them to go.
Right.
It's a super effective technique, very quick. And it provides so much depth.
Yeah, that's one of the
It's like, how the fuck do you have
best things you can
space
do.
in your program for this?
If you have like a granulator
Portal.
portal, that's
Output portal is my favorite.
Exactly. That's the one I was kind of thinking of. If you have
Ubic G.
if you
Yeah.
if you have another
That one's crazy though.
Banger.
It's
If
on
you-
steroids.
if you have a mud pie already, or even just your song or any random samples, just start playing them through that and cycling through the presets.
Dude.
That's like one of the
Great
best ways
move.
to get started.
We
Yeah.
were talking about atmospheres earlier too. I actually run like any random track that I don't know what to do with, whether it be vocals, whether it be synth, whether it be instrumentational. Like I run it through a bus and I do a pre-effects bus on it. Put Portal on 2 separate buses to make it stereo, and both of those control some level of grain stretch, delay, or reverb. You'd be surprised about like how much atmosphere
I bet.
background you can create. It is a little bit transient and saturated, so it could create muddiness, but it is literally 15-minute atmospheres.
Yeah,
Right.
for me when I do, I was just remembering this yesterday working on some music, but there's, for melodic things specifically, I like to make a melodic thing. We've talked about it on the podcast before. and then print that and then shove that through Portal and whatever else. And then pick little fun sounds out from that and make that the melody.
It's always good to
Thing
have like an
that's-
overhanging idea melody and then just
And then break it.
exactly.
Yeah, break
Bring it
it
in every
and
single
get
possible
rid
way
of the
you can.
original.
Right,
Like that
right, you
thing
don't
is
need it.
going to be
Yeah.
way too sterile, especially
Yeah.
if you built it in the DAW.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Like
don't
you
need
need to
You just need the
break,
notes and the
break,
tonality.
break.
all you
We got
need.
all the correct notes in there
Yeah.
exactly, and now it has space and like randomness.
And texture.
Yep.
Although I think,
Granularity.
like, I wish there was other plugins similar to granulators that would allow you to get the level of randomness that you can get out of a granulator without the granulization, because like it's a very specific sound. So everything
True.
you throw into it, it's gonna have a certain texture quality coming out.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the sound you put into it, though. If
Yes.
you just ran a sine wave through it, it'd be pretty expectorant. But
That's true.
if
That's
you have
true.
like vocals or something, a full song even, like
yeah.
it's your brain trying to process it down in a grain stretch manner. You're taking a song
I guess I'm thinking of bass sounds specifically, like.
for sure.
But yeah, if you kind of expand your brain and just like, no, I'm just gonna put the whole
It's
song
hard
in here.
though. My favorite
is.
new hobby is watching YouTube on 0.25 playback on any video, It is
Yeah,
literally
really?
the funniest shit ever. It's very fucking trippy.
Yeah.
Watch
You know
somebody
what,
give a TED
guys?
Talks or something, and you do this thing. It is so fucking gold.
Sounds ridiculous.
At least I can process it. That's
Yeah.
you know?
Hey, you know what? If you're watching us on YouTube right now, put it on
0.25.
0.25.
Thanks for tuning in to 0.25.
And then sample the
Hi, this is
automaton at
0.25.
0.25.
Yeah, can you guys hear me now?
Oh yeah,
you're listening
dude.
to 0.25 right now?
Dude, 2.5. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Producer Lounge podcast. We have your host, David Austin,
That's going to
special
be
guest doctor.
it's going to be a normal
script out
time.
everything and figure out how
Oh,
to read
God.
that at
that would just be normal time, yeah.
And the episode is like 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
You could do so much more content now in like 3 hours span.
Yes.
Still make it an hour time span, but you
Man,
just gotta figure out how to talk like future, you know?
right. Talk future. Talk future?
Complete fast forward.
That's right.
I'm talking
Damn.
like the future.
The future?
Finisher?
I like it.
That's how the
To
future
talk like the
talks.
future.
Pretty sure in the future, that's how we'll talk.
Everything goes up in the future.
Upspeak?
Do they have flying cars yet?
No, it's do they have flying cars yet?
Yes, they do have flying cars.
That's really good to know.
Thank you.
Everything sounds like kind of a question and kind of a
I
statement.
forgot
Exactly.
I wasn't doing hentai.
It has to be emotion neutral.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also full of emotion. Like you can
Right.
tell there's just a dam full
Right.
of emotion behind the words.
But it's not.
It's not
It's not going in.
No, it's not going on.
It's like letting the air out of a balloon. Like slowly.
Right. Kind of, but like this. Because you know, if anybody pressures them, they're just going to explode.
I'm looking at you in music festivals.
What kind of-
I like to just let it go.
Hell yeah. No, same too. It's like, where is it gonna go? Is it gonna go in my
right.
neighbor's yard, piss him off, go in the power lines, make a fucking short? Like, it's like literally funded by SpaceX.
Dude, this is the most music production
Yeah, 100%.
Producer Lounge episode ever.
Yeah,
Actually,
chat. Are you fucking pumped on this or what?
432 guitarist. That's a good segue. Getting back into music stuff.
Oh, 432. I didn't even see you. Welcome,
what
buddy.
are you guys'
Yeah.
thought on 432 though?
No
The
thoughts.
frequency of the universe.
I understand to a certain extent the conspiraciness of it,
For sure.
I guess you could say. I haven't personally fucked with it really.
What is your ideation on the conspiracy behind it?
I'm neutral. It's
sure.
like I.
No, I mean, like, what is your understanding?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Maybe I was wrong
that
word.
it was that most tunings were to that at a certain point.
Like Gregorian.
Right.
For sure.
Pre World War II, basically,
Right.
and then post World War II,
Alright, cool.
post the industrial
Yeah.
or the military and industrial complex being formed.
It was pretty accredited to being a part of Hitler's like mass
Right,
propaganda technique.
Which also ties into all of the
He was good at
Cold
that
War.
Indeed.
Yeah, he
It
was
ties
really good.
into the Cold War Russian tonal drone attacks, basically on the U.S., where they would just send 40 hertz just flying into the Northwest, and people would get fucking anxiety. People would go insane because there's just 40 hertz constantly going.
And the
Yeah.
elephants are like, you slept
Yeah.
with my mother? What?
Yeah, it's
Meanwhile, all the wooks are out there like
I know, right?
bro.
fucking,
to the sub, dude.
fucking sucking on a balloon.
Right.
It's a new bass nectar, yo.
Oh,
Damn.
Dude, Bass Nectar's Russian? What?
Oh my god.
He slapped a comedian on stage? What?
bass nectar.
No, did you know that? Side note from this, Frank Zappa's kid, Dweezil Zappa, actually uses a lot of the temperament tuning and the Hertz algorithms for signal processing to do missile defense programming for the Air Force.
Wow.
Yeah,
Why does that not surprise me?
I mean, it's Frank Zappa.
Right.
He only drank coffee and smoked cigarettes, hence why he died from colon cancer. Nonetheless, though, his dad was a power plant like specialist. I forget exactly what position he worked in, but he came home with a pocket full of plutonium one time, just because he wanted to keep it. And I have a lot
Fair.
of theories. Like it was debated on whether or not that was before Frank's birthing or after of it. Frank Zappa, again, completely straight dude, one of the most, I guess, avant-garde rock stars for the time being.
Plutonium right next to your nut will do that.
I mean, exactly. Like, no wonder your sperm's so
A
interesting.
pocket full of plutonium is a good track.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Pocket full of plutonium.
Beautiful alliteration.
It's hard to put a P in a track
Pocket
in
full of
general
plutonium and pussy.
is bad, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's
You can get
percussive.
over it. Pocket full of plutonium.
I like the
Pocket full of plutonium.
Bucket
Here,
full of
Just
plutonium.
you sample that and use it.
Nonetheless, though, going back to the 432 stuff,
Yeah.
old Gregorian, like even back to
I'm old Greg.
like you like to come to a club where we wee on each other. Nonetheless, they burned a lot
You
of
ever drink Baileys out of a
the
shoe?
Don't get me started.
You started it.
Yeah, I know. Well, quit instigating. Nonetheless, they used to burn a lot of the writs of the actual Gregorian and Baroque era transcriptions because they thought it was too powerful. Like
Yeah.
whether it be like secular, non-secular, they found intimidation in these scores and writs.
So how would you tune your DAW to 432?
Oh, Ableton, you can actually set it.
Is it just
In
Can
the
you set
preferences.
temperament?
It's
Yeah.
in preferences? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was just a test tone though. At the bottom,
Oh,
is what
that's
you're thinking
totally
about?
what
You can tune
Never
it.
mind.
Detuning, I mean, unless you have parameters to finally detune stuff and you're willing to do that, how many ever instruments you have down the line, it's going to be a pain in the ass.
Detune it
Just
on
do
the
the whole
master.
track. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have that capability, really.
You might on Bitwig. I haven't checked.
Maybe. Yeah, that's your homework.
Wait, you don't just
Let me know.
take the track and stretch it slightly?
Oh, what's the ratio, though?
Yeah, that's true. Well, a little bit of math
0.7.
could get you there.
0.82.
Google.
Yeah.
There's a future always 400
It's a
plugin.
quick Goog.
Probably the same way
432
anyone
is
writes
right?
any
Yeah.
code.
Fucking shit.
Yeah.
Google's.
That would be a hard plugin to write, though.
Yeah, can you imagine?
You'd have to consider all third-party VSTs. You have to consider.
No,
all
the hard
fucking
part is
baked
what's
in.
the most offensive name we could come up for it.
Oh man, I could say so many, but I'm not going.
Well,
Can we do like
Z-tuner.
9/11 distortion at some point? I thought of that one earlier, but I didn't
you
want to
said
say
you'd
it.
never
Now I wanna say
forget.
it.
9/11 distortion. It's got to be like,
Or it would be a
Like-
comb filter.
or no, or it's
As long
like,
as you have an inside job knob.
God damn it.
or it's like Twin Towers tube drive or something. And as you turn it up, the towers fall or something.
It's a 2-channel fucking tube drive.
Exactly. There's a left
How
and a
much can you
right.
squash this?
Right, exactly. You can like push each side down.
Have a color knob that's just jet fuel.
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
God.
And it gets the plug-in just gets brighter. If you turn it up all the way, the plug-in's just All right, that's a good place to end it.
Indeed.
Thank you,
That
folks.
shit.
Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Thank you for the questions.
Thank you, guys.
432, Aquit, Banger Dudes, Soomp, welcome back.
We can't do this without you guys. I mean, we kind of can, but we don't want to.
Yeah.
So big ups to all of you guys who watch on Twitch. We're live every Tuesday, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time.
Always.
That's PM.
Beautiful.
FY 7:30 PM every Tuesday. Check us out. Always400.com has all the links, all the socials. If you're on YouTube, hit that sub button. Don't be a biatch. You know,
Always.
I do it. Why not? Why not do it? I mean, come on.
Come on. What are you doing?
I mean,
come on.
we love
come
you
on.
guys. Hey,
Do that same thing with
we love you guys.